All right, so we started leg day with the compound movement, which was squats, and I'm a firm believer in active warm-ups. So we did two warm-up sets. The first one was with just the bar, just to get the blood flowing in the legs, make sure that we're got our body in the right position, and then we jumped into 135, so 145 on both sides, and we did both of those for 10 reps. Then after that, we got into what I like to call the working sets, and today the format for the heavy sets, we did 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, which is called a pyramid. So just imagine as you're climbing to the top of the pyramid, you're increasing your weight, you're lowering your reps. All right, so now we're in the working sets, and this is where you really have to be critical of your form, make sure that you're doing it the right way. So I like to squat deep, activate the glutes and the quads. So I try to get my butt parallel to the ground at the bottom, but I also like to make sure that I'm keeping my back as straight as possible, keeping my chest up, so I'm not putting any tension on my lower back while I'm squatting. So after we did our set of 2, we did one last set of 20, and it was like a burnout set. So we still wanted to make sure that we were getting deep, squatting, getting that butt parallel to the ground, activating those glutes and quads. Next, we got into some high volume sets. We did calf raises for 5 sets of 20. And when I do calf raises, I like to really get up high on my tippy toes and squeeze my calves so I can get those calves to work. All right, we didn't film all the sets just for the sake of time, but here's a couple examples right here. Next, we got into another heavy set. It was leg press. We did this the same format we did the squats. And this is another compound movement. You're gonna work your quads, your glutes, and your hamstrings doing this. So we did pyramid again, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 were the rep count. And as we lowered the reps, we increased the weight every time. One thing I do want to point out though is that when we do our leg press, we actually let our toes hang a little bit off the edge. And what that does is that puts a little bit more emphasis on your quads while you're doing the motion.
There you go.
After we did our set of 2, we finished with a set of 10. And I really like to finish with a set of 10 because it just shows you how much lighter the weight feels after finishing your pyramid on the leg press. Also, by finishing with the set of 10, you're giving yourself just a little extra pump at the end. The last thing that we did was a hamstring isolation. And so what we did is we did Romanian deadlifts on a box. And the reason why we did it up on the box is because it allows you to go past where the ground would have been. So you can actually stretch a little bit farther past where you normally would be able to go. And what you want to do here is you want to make sure that you're focusing on pushing your butt back. You have your knees slightly bent. And you're just gonna go down until you feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Once you feel the stretch in your hamstrings, then you can stop there and come back up out of the motion. Everybody's gonna probably find that sweet spot in a little bit different spot. So just try it to the best of your ability. Try and get as deep down as you can to put that stress on the hamstrings. Once again, for the sake of time, I'm just giving you a couple examples of us doing the hamstring exercise.